The Minnesota Vikings quarterback situation is nothing short of a drama-filled saga, a story that encapsulates both hope and heartbreak, promise and provocation. On the evening of January 5th, as fans watched their beloved team fall to the Detroit Lions in a lopsided 31-9 loss, a curious subplot emerged. Cameras repeatedly panned to the sideline where the Vikings' so-called quarterback of the future, J.J. McCarthy, sat dressed in a t-shirt and shorts, looking far from the imposing figure fans remembered from his draft night. McCarthy, once heralded as the franchise's cornerstone, had missed his entire rookie season due to a torn meniscus in his right knee. The injury, devastating in itself, was compounded by months of rehabilitation that drained him physically. He appeared thinner and visibly removed from the peak condition that had made him a top draft pick. For many fans, it was a jarring sight, a physical representation of the uncertainty looming over the Vikings' future. McCarthy's struggle, a visual symbol of uncertainty. Listed at 219 pounds at the start of training camp, McCarthy's weight loss of more than 20 pounds serves as a metaphor for the team's precarious quarterback situation. It's not uncommon for athletes to lose muscle mass during extended rehab, but for a player expected to lead a franchise, it raises serious questions about his readiness for the rigors of NFL play. Head coach Kevin O'Connell and general manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah remain cautiously optimistic. "He is right where we hoped he would be at this point," O'Connell said, but in the same breath, Adofo-Mensah added, "I can't sit here and tell you I know anything for certain." This hedging of expectations reflects a broader reality. McCarthy's future is as much a mystery as the Vikings' quarterback plans for 2025. McCarthy's situation is unprecedented. He's the first quarterback in the modern NFL era to miss an entire rookie season due to injury after being drafted in the first round. The Vikings' confidence in him, while commendable, is tempered by an awareness that time is not on their side. The Darnold dilemma: is the ceiling high enough? While McCarthy's recovery remains a waiting game, the Vikings face a more immediate decision regarding Sam Darnold, their current starter and soon-to-be free agent. Darnold's 2024 season was a tale of two halves. On the one hand, he threw for over 4,100 yards and earned his first Pro Bowl nod. On the other hand, his performances in the final two games, critical losses to the Lions and Rams, were catastrophic. Darnold's QBR plummeted to 14.8, ranking 31st out of 32 quarterbacks during that stretch. He took 11 sacks and delivered 23 off-target throws, leaving fans and analysts questioning whether he's the long-term answer. O'Connell and Adofo-Mensah have both emphasized the importance of evaluating Darnold's body of work, but can the Vikings afford to gamble on a quarterback who falters when it matters most? For all his regular season success, Darnold's inability to deliver in high-stakes moments casts a shadow over his future with the team. Adding to the complexity is the looming March 4 franchise tag deadline. If the Vikings don't re-sign Darnold before then, they risk losing him to free agency. Alternatively, they could apply the franchise tag and trade him, a move that would buy them time but also signal a lack of long-term faith in McCarthy's readiness. The McCarthy projection, hope or hype? The Vikings' decision ultimately hinges on their evaluation of McCarthy's potential. At just 22 years old, he's younger than most of the top quarterbacks in the 2025 draft class. His age, combined with his raw talent, gives the Vikings reason to believe he could eventually develop into a franchise player. But how much time can they afford to give him? If McCarthy isn't ready to start in 2025, the Vikings have three options. 1. Re-sign Darnold and hope for more consistent play. 2. Sign another veteran quarterback to bridge the gap. 3. Roll the dice with McCarthy, accepting the growing pains that come with a young, unproven quarterback. One intriguing veteran option is Daniel Jones, who joined the Vikings practice squad in November. Jones spent 6 weeks learning O'Connell's system and was added to the 53-man roster for the playoffs. While initially viewed as a compensatory pick strategy, Jones's presence could serve a dual purpose. As O'Connell noted, it's not just about talent, it's about dynamics, questions, and fit. I think he's a potential option for us going forward. The bigger picture, a team at a crossroads. The Vikings' quarterback dilemma is emblematic of a larger issue: the constant balancing act between short-term results and long-term vision. McCarthy represents the latter, a player with immense potential but unproven capability. Darnold, on the other hand, offers a safer, more immediate option, but with clear limitations. This offseason, the Vikings will face one of the most consequential decisions in franchise history. Do they double down on McCarthy's promise, even if it means enduring another season of mediocrity? Or do they hedge their bets with Darnold or another veteran, potentially delaying McCarthy's development? The answer will define not only the Vikings' 2025 season, but also the trajectory of the franchise for years to come. For now, fans are left with more questions than answers, a mix of hope, skepticism, and an unshakable passion for a team that always finds a way to keep them on edge. In Minnesota, the stakes are high and the clock is ticking. Thanks for watching.